Hi guys. So today I really got good insight on this idea. Actually, which is I'm feeling right now. Like I could see in my daily life, the only way to quit drug is to become drug dealer. Yes, you heard it right. Why I'm saying that is I've noticed, first of all, we should accept everybody is an addict. Everybody is taking some kind of form, some kind of drug, right? If you are not doing that, if you're not taking, otherwise you would have been become God till now. Everybody in this world, even the idols which you have, they have some kind of drug which are taking. Most of them might not be in a physical form, but the impacts are quite similar, right? We have a song in Hindi, it's Punjabi, right? Daru Badnaam, right? Basically, Daru, like basically, what this song means? Basically, the song means uh, wine and alcohol got the bad name, but there are other drugs which are more harmful. So, if you see, like for me, let me describe you my addiction. I'm very much addicted to YouTube. Uh, that started with self improvement, and now I kind of masturbate on self improvement videos. Uh, then, then what? I was a very movie fanatic for some time. Still, I am movie, series, anime, right? I like interesting stories and everything that help me to imagine things outside the world, right? So those were my addiction. I remember I watched Naruto in like in a week whole. I think they had like 1,000 episodes or something like this. I was watching on 2x speed because for me, I'm a very curious person. Any secret, like anything, curiosity. If somebody could spike my curiosity, I'm that guy that I cannot hold. I need immediately. I watched Game of Thrones 2 times. My first enemy when I watched Death Note, I kind of liked it so much that I finished in within 24 hours. So that day, basically, if I remember, I shifted to new house. I think this was in 2018. I was on my first job, and I shifted to a new from hostel to my own apartment. I didn't had bed that time, so I was sleeping on the floor, and because I was not able to get sleep because I didn't had any mattress or something at that time. So kind of started watching so that I could make myself tired. And then that note was so interesting that I kept on watching. And next day actually I applied for the leave. I don't know. I cannot keep that mystery to myself and just not watch it. So I kind of watched like I watched it till well they're the L guy. If you're not able to relate, guys, I'm really sorry if you haven't watched it. I'm not promoting to watch anime, and like by mistake I might have spiked the interest about this thing. But anyway, so I've been addicted to this. I've been addicted to porn, right, for quite a long time. I know people who are addicted with cigarettes. There are people addicted with alcohol. But somehow the guys who are addicted with alcohol and everything, it is very. It's not in India. I'm not sure about other parts of the world. In India, you will not find it very accessible to the nearly grocery store or something. Like you kind of somehow make an effort to get going, right? So that kind of make you lazy. That's why we have more weed people who can have stash, a lot of stash, and they can continuously be addicted to it. I haven't seen a lot of alcoholic addict. But earlier used to be alcoholic addict, but I don't see. So now we can agree. We can agree that everybody is somehow addicted. Even my father is addicted to watching a lot of political videos on his phone. I remember there was a time when he will not accept a smartphone. Now I somehow forced him to have a smartphone so that he could be little self-aware. And now he's addicted to the phone, so constantly he's on the phone as well. So everybody's. I think women are only creature. I think these ladies never get addicted. They're rare. I've rarely seen any woman getting addicted to something very repetitively and harming themselves. So kudos to the woman. A lot of time my views might be misogynist, but this time I'm really giving credit to women. I've never seen a woman addicted to anything. They are addicted to drama, but that's a different ball game altogether. So yeah, so what I was saying, only way to quit your drug is to become drug dealer. It is very true, and which I'm experiencing right now. So as I told you, I'm a very big fanatic on YouTube. I just love to watch YouTube a lot, and even I watch in 2x speed, so that I can watch more in less time. Something, right? I've developed my hearing capabilities that fast. I started like it's a good idea. You can actually implement this idea that will save you a lot of time and it will help your brain to think faster. You start with normal speed, then you add 1.2 speed. You can see there is a play speed option in the YouTube. Then you can go gradually progress to one point, like you, and gradually you can reach to certain like I know people who actually watch on 3x speed. They have to put external extension on their browser when they're watching so that they can go to 3x speed because YouTube only gives you 2x. So there are people like this. So I started watching like for a quite long time. Now I totally understand in 2x, right? Even my parents, when they all my friends see what I'm doing, they get amazed by that quality of mine. But anyway, I think it's a good trade you can take. I'm just helping you to take the drug faster. So this was my drug. YouTube is my drug. Porn is my drug. Anime movies are kind of my drug. That's why I'm very hesitant to watch a series because if I watch, I'll continue watching and ruin my whole daily schedule and routine and rituals. So even though sometimes feel craving or watching, I generally pick a movie because kind of end after 2 hours and then you are back to your normal thing. It doesn't destroy the whole week or something. But yeah, series are very dangerous to me. Like a guy addict like me. So yeah, so recently you can see my channel, right? The moment I started making video, gradually, earlier when I used to wake up, I will instantly check my Instagram. I'm also very addicted to reels and because they are programming. Think, guys, think like this. There are engineers like me, very smarter PhDs. They are like fucking working for 12 hours, 8 hours directly on the thing, making this addiction good. Like there are a bunch of people, smart people working together to make it addictive. How could you resist? How your simple brain could resist their work, right? It's like ants are going carrying their food or something and you come up and put a blocker over there. You basically indirectly are changing the ant to take another turn or something, right? So we are ants basically in this world, and these social media companies, they are the humans which could change the path. They could do anything. So they're smart people, powerful people working so much hard to make us addict to this kind of thing. So how could escape from that? Think in this way. I am myself an AI engineer. I could make a really good recommendation system like in YouTube. If you once watch that, I'll pick out we will find your taste and we'll pick out the best thing which you will watch and you will be always in the loop. Right? So I know that capability. I know those systems how it is made. And there are people who are working tooth and nail to basically do that. So, but whenever, which I am noticing right now, as soon as I made my YouTube channel, two channels I've made, right? One is this one, and another one is if you're interested to see my other channel, which is the technical channel where I talk about AI, machine learning, software engineering, right, and those kind of thing. I basically also present tutorials as well. So those things. So whenever I made these two accounts, now I am addicted to views, the number of subscriber or something. So now I'm basically it's like a game and scorecard. Instead, previously I used to watch reels and everything. I'm still watching, but that number has dropped by a little fraction. Now my investments are going in making the video, and I get dopamine releases when I see a comment, when I see a like or a subscriber or something like this, right? So those things are somehow pulling me away from this programming, and that is where because I became the drug dealer, right? I am also the part of the system where I'm making drug for other people. So you can see, right? So now my this thing shifted. I'm now addicted to different thing, and because of that, I'm watching some percentage less what I used to watch on Instagram something. And I feel like if I keep on doing, I think that percentage will go very down. So this way you can remove YouTube addiction. Movie or you watch sports, lot of sports. Like, I've seen a lot of football fans, right? Geeks playing FIFA in the house and uh, just praising their clubs and all that. I would recommend, instead of you being addicted to those kind of thing, better you start playing. That is more fun loving, more joying, right? So that you can basically do. This is so much fun. Like, maybe you be the player. If you really liked watching so much thing, why are you fucking doing a job which you hate? If you really like sports, take a job in sports. Become a commentator. Become a news journalist. Always be surround yourself the game. Somehow you will earn the money from it, right? Either you have chose wrong professor then. Even if it is pays less, just do it. At least you will be happy and less fed. So that will make you thin as well. So you will not be the fat fuck. So you can choose that as well. Now coming to the porn, I think I can make a 3 hour podcast on porn. So this one I will try to be make it small. I will not say I'm perfect in avoiding porn or something. I'm like in a really good place right now where I don't watch porn or do masturbation or anything. But somehow I'm human. I replace, but I don't subconsciously focus on stopping. Once you put this in your head, if I say don't think about elephant right now, you will think about elephant, right? Same way, don't like put a hard line on this one so that constantly not there is no knot in the head. No knot. There is no. Our brain works with images. They don't. There is no image for no, right? Fuck off. Like, why I'm saying right on the time? It's basically right. Anyway, so what I was saying, yeah, there is no something. So don't put a hard constraint on this thing. It should be very natural. You should have things going on that you don't. Even if you relapse sometime, it's okay. And the way, okay, once before telling you about the addiction, about porn and everything, right? This is a very interesting phenomena which I kind of discovered when I was with my girlfriend or something. So she told me that she knew a lot of people, and she have heard on internet that there are people. If you just sell your feet pics, there is something called feet kink. Like, when you can basically sell, girls could sell their feet photos, right? Feet photos. Can you imagine? And there are buyer for feet. I haven't met in real life, but I know that is true. So there are people who will buy your feet, and there is a feet kink around. But I would say that is not true. It is existing, but there is a bigger game in that. What bigger game is that? It is the trigger point. It is a trigger. It is a funnel for bigger thing, right? How can I say that? It's like when a woman start, basically there are people with customer, it's like they are betting you to for bigger things. When somebody is buying feed pics, they are betting you for bigger things. So girls will usually, oh, there's nothing, I can just sell, I'll have life. So when these girls start selling feed pics, there will be buyers. They will get money without doing hard work, and they will become lazy, and they will. So when women get money, they basically buy IKEA furniture, and they just they don't invest or do business with it. They basically improve their lifestyle. So they kind of, once they start getting this easy money, they tend to increase their lifestyle, and the lifestyle goes up, then you require more money. And some point, let's say these girls earn money, at some point people stopped buying her food pics, right? And feed pics, sorry. And now what happens? Now she cannot bring her lifestyle back, right? And now from the feet, this is a trigger point, guys. Notice. Now from the feet, she will go from ankle to maybe till the knee. What do we say? Legs, knee. And then from there, again, this thing. Lifestyle never happens. You can never, like, there is always an improvement. There is always a new thing to buy. And when that people are not buying till your knee, then they go till thighs. Then they go boobies. And this in 2 year for lifespan, they don't know which trap they are in. And that the trigger point was the feet. That was to just get you in the game, make you addict. And at no time they will fucking flashing taking dicks on camera when your lives goes up. And this is how girls get into pornography or something like this. So this is a sad world, right? So be aware, like if think how why people will give you money for the feed pics. It's a trigger. It's a trigger to bring new porn stars in the industry. Make their life easy with the feed pics. Suddenly pull back the resources, or generally people will not buy after some time. How in what more angles you can click feed photos, right? That will go down, and then at some point they will be flashing everything. For boys, there is a mental hack. If you're a very regular masturbator or you watch regularly porn, somehow you have to start self improvement, and you have to think. First of all, you think yourself very below. You have to think you are a man, right? You should have regret seeing other male genitalia. If you live with a really masculine people around yourself, how could you watch somebody's thing, right? It's so gay. It's so gay, right? Maybe right now you are okay with it. So it's so even like in there is just why I told you this girl stories, right? There is a trigger points in it. These pawns are your trigger point to make you gay. You're not realizing this. It always starts with heterogeneous porn, I guess we call it, when two different genders are there. And no time you will be tired of this kind of thing. Humans will get bored at some point. From there you will say gangbang. From there you will see something else. There you will, I've seen people watching animal porn, and you will get bored at some point, and you will fucking watching male to male videos. This is a trap, guys. This is a trap, guys. So how you have to first think yourself as a man, and you have to live in a brotherhood where people are man enough. And as a man, it is disgrace to your bloodline that he watches somebody's else genitalia, maybe on a screen even. So pathetic. Watching, even I don't watch my dick. Right? It's not like I am very much godly or masculine. That's no, I've been in their place. I know. I have watched when I was kid. Basically, when you're a kid, that's very that time you don't have the hormones and everything. You don't know what things are happening. I have seen, but now like I feel disgrace seeing somebody's else genitalia because I'm growing as a man. These masculine traits are coming up, and as a person I'm changing, and now I feel disgrace watching somebody's else genitalia. I'm okay watching pussy, boobies, and everything. But it's a disgrace for me to see. I feel bad, and this is growing. Like initially, I felt this much bad. Now it is going up. As more I'm growing in my life, this disgrace is going. That unwillingness to watch that is going. I have like reached a point where like even I have to like if I feel like or need or something to even I'll masturbate to my own. Uh, First of all, I don't have to masturbate right now because as you grow you kind of get the abundance, so you don't feel like doing it. I'm telling you about from my past version of me. There was a version of me who used to do that. So even though that time I used to remember my few encounters which I had with my ex-girlfriend or something, those beautiful memories are still my head. I will jerk off to those things. I prefer to jerking those to on of my own imagination, which I instead of watching that. And you will not immediately get this feeling of disgrace. Like I have seeded this idea right now into your mind, but at some point, as you grow, as you go more masculine, you have to read about it, right? You have to understand. You have to find your friend who are like this. And once you grow as a person, this at some point this disgrace, the feeling of disgrace will hit a critical or what we say escape point, a threshold where after that you cannot stand seeing somebody's else. Like I will fucking make a porn video if that is required to make you stop. You wanna see my dick, guys? Me see fucking somebody, and you want to see that and get horny? Would you like to see that? So this kind of disgrace you need to have in your mind when you're watching this. And I will not say it's very easy to have this mindset, but as you grow, you will have this mindset, right? So this is the seed for you today. Think in this way, right? And this is a totally a psyop. I would say why some countries or somewhere which porn is easily accessible. There is a case study, with frogs. Frogs can change their gender according to the environment. If there is too much of males, they can become female. Something like this. That's kind of evolution. And right now, I think if I have to talk about India or maybe West is still okay, 40-50 ratio where the women and men are somewhat equal. But over here, the ratio of man is going up. And when that happens, porn is the gateway to make people homogeneous, basically gay. They will not have access. You will start with heterogeneous porn and then slowly you will get over it, and that way. Just like these women started with foot pics, they now become flashing everything and fucking on the camera. Same way you start with this normal porn. But I think everything is progressive. I cannot suddenly tell you this advice and from the next day you are not watching. Slowly, just like in gym, you have to progressive overload. So over here, I think you have to progressive overload. So I'll break down this step into very small step. So right now, if you're watching porn, right, what you can do, keep on watching. I'm not expecting to see certain result. At least watch BJs only, no penetration, something like this. I know the best scenario is you don't want, but I know you are human. Human will not live like this, right? There is small steps. I'm feeling embarrassed about talking about it, but this is the way, guys, to take you out from it. You watch something where you don't see other guy, only dick. Like this is a small step. Once you are like comfortable sometime, then see only where you can only see pussy or maybe a girl's fingering or something like this, and then slowly you will get tired of that, and then maybe because you're growing, then slowly you might be getting pussy in real life and start going out, make friends. Then you have to come on YouTube, have to come on my channel, learn how to actually get the girls. And it's not like you always have girls and there will be a dry period in that time, and that time you can imagine yourself if you're doing. And then slowly you will have work, everything going. You will basically become a person who have access to pussy anytime, and then probably you don't have to jerk off or something like this. And that way, at that like this, it will take some time. It's not a magic pill, I'm telling. This is a progressive thing. Just like it takes time to make a body. It's take 4 or 5 years to actually have a good body. Same way, your addiction has been for a very long time. It cannot overgo in a month or a week or something. You have to gradually progress from hardcore. If you're right now, you're watching Bang Bang, then you're at a very bad stage, my guy. Group, what do you say? Gang Bang, right? If you're watching Gang Bang, you are, bro, at a very bad place. Keep it back from Bang Bang to come to two people. Then I think come with two female, watch lesbian porn, right? That is even better. Watch lesbian or from lesbian single women doing themselves. Then progressively there will be point. So you can break down. This idea is to break down the difficulty and not to become gay. And then someday you will be out of it. And at the same time, if you keep watching my videos, I have a lot of self improvement and how to grow yourself as a man so that you can actually get pussy. So that will be. Uh, so yeah, don't. The only way to quit drug is to become drug dealer, right? This porn one was a little weird. I'm not telling you to become porn star, but yeah, I hope you got the gist of the this video, right? Why I'm saying right all the time. Okay. Anyway, everything is right. Everything is right in this video. So I hope to see you in the next one, right? So you subscribe, like, comment. I love to read your comments. Be authentic. Authenticity will take you very long and very far places than being in the shell. So, okay. So see you in the next one, guys.
Who are you? become stronger than anyone around.